Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to episode 4. This would have been episode 5.
Yeah.
And we should never do this again.
No.
Where we like refilm something, because this is
Yeah.
how we like stop being consistent. I feel like this is how you get into your own head and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
chasing perfection and stuff, like you can't just like focus on consistency, keep posting.
Because it was a good video, but we just wanted the next video, like at least like since we're just beginning, to be really good videos.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we are filming this for you.
Yeah,
guys.
we're doing this one again. Sorry, we just had to. But anyway, welcome back to the channel.
So we see like you guys rating and leaving your lovely comments, so we really, really do appreciate that.
It's actually so crazy to watch too, because like when we first posted, like the views were kind of iffy, and I was like, oh, fuck, I hope they like it, whatever, you know, and you get in your own head.
It's always hard starting something.
It's always hard starting something, and I have to remember that, but like, no, it's literally growing, and it's so incredible to see, so thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, and
it's very motivating too.
Yes, very motivating.
Yes.
And it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah, so, oh, fuck, we always do this where we forget to introduce ourselves. For anyone new watching, we are Oshs and Akela.
Yep.
And we have a podcast, Cue the Commentary, and we basically discuss Am I the Asshole scenarios, which is people writing into Reddit, and it's their messed up situations. They leave it up to the general public to decide whether or not they are the asshole in the situation, but we like to discuss it with our audience, and we love it when you guys engage with us, and that's what we do.
Pretty much. Sometimes you need that unbiased opinion, and you can't ask your neighbor because sometimes they are the problem, or you are the problem, and you don't know that you're the problem. So we are here to tell you if you're the asshole, and then we're going to bring it to you, and we want to hear your opinions.
So we accept reader write-ins. Write in at cuethecommentarypodcast@gmail.com. We'll also leave it in the caption on Spotify. You know, you can edit like captions and stuff too. So
that one I saw. I'm gonna go home and read the comments. I'm very excited.
Yeah, read the comments.
We have comments. Thank you for leaving the comments.
From episode 1 even.
Really?
Leave the comments. We read all the comments, especially on Spotify, and we love the ones on YouTube too. So just keep engaging with us. We'll try to get back to you guys.
Right before we turned on the camera, we were just talking about like, because Shauna missed a doctor's appointment call.
I was like, I literally told Akela too, I'm like, we're gonna have to take some time off this podcast because I have to talk to my doctor. Yeah. And I missed it. So, but now I really want to know the results. So I basically tested my PCOS, if I have PCOS, and my thyroid levels too. Just hormonal issues us women have to go through. They're annoying, but we have to check up on them because they can affect like every other aspect in your life.
Literally.
With relationships, fertility, personal, like everything. So it's very important to make sure you are good.
What were the specific hormones that you tested? Because I don't remember asking for all of those things, and I feel like now I have to go back
and you know what's
do it again.
Yeah, I learned about it on TikTok.
Of course,
because there's doctors on TikTok. So I literally was like, oh, I need this tested for my thyroid.
Because like, if you don't specifically ask your doctor for like these specific tests, they will not do it. There's like a generic test they give everybody, and then they miss so many things unless you come completely educated before you go to your appointment. You have to know what you want. You have to know what's wrong with you before you, and that's like, I don't know if everybody feels that way, but it's definitely like something I think a lot of Black women, brown women feel
like advocating.
You have to come in so ready to advocate for yourself because you know that they're not gonna do their full due diligence, or maybe it's not even their due diligence. Like I want to know what the doctor's university school tells them. Like, are you not supposed to? Like, they don't even tell you.
I think it's if you are in stable condition,
then
or or your results are
literally
average, then it's good. But like even with my blood results, I can access them myself. So I've seen like certain things where closer to the higher side, closer to the lower side. They weren't right in the middle, so it's
they won't tell you.
But they won't tell you if you're not above the high or like at the high. They're not going to tell you that.
It's like, unless you're in a dire situation, they don't tell you. And they don't, the thing too, and I get it, doctors, especially in Ontario, they're so overwhelmed, but they will not even like tell you like things to worry about, things to look at. I mean, like, not to put anxiety into people, but like they're not going to be like, hey, don't do this because of this. They have no time to give you any kind of advice, any kind of medical professional advice. If it doesn't matter. So I don't know. It's really stressful.
That even happened with me with my doctor. I just said PCOS and thyroid, but then I started listing all these things. Yeah. And she's like, oh, okay, well, I can tell you're more serious, so I'm going to take this more seriously. Oh! Because I'm like, she's like, it looks like you know what you're talking about. So,
so you have to go to university. You have to go to the doctor to go to the doctor.
Yeah, they'll respect you more, I think.
Oh my God. It's definitely like you did. And you know what? It also, like, there's bias in everything. Like, it's just so crazy. Yes, you have to do all your research before. That's crazy.
Yeah, she literally said that, and then she booked she referred me like right away.
Oh no, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
No, so guys, give me the list. Give them the list, please, so we can all come prepared.
So there was literally a doctor from TikTok that said if you're like something with thyroid, and they're like, it's not just the general thyroid. You have to check this. So let me list it. I think estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, DHEAS, 17-hydroxy progesterone was for PCOS.
Oh wow.
And then thyroid is T3, T4, TPO.
I hope you guys all wrote that down.
And TSH, obviously. That's like the general one. TSH is just, I had that done before, and it was just like very generic. Yeah. But
health anxiety is real. Like, I definitely have a little bit of that. Of like, just like sometimes randomly, I'm like, am I okay? Like, is something, everything okay down there? Like, you just want to make sure.
Something to keep in mind, especially as a woman getting older, and if you do want to like future plan, like plan for a family, that's what you want, because there's women who don't. But to plan ahead and to see if you're even able to. So there's like a specific blood test that I'm probably gonna get soon to check your fertility, and that's so important, because you can be like trying for years and not knowing what the root of it is. Yeah. So very important to like just check up on yourself. It's just a little reminder for women and men, you know, because there are a lot of men with what's that like semen thing? It's like it's like quality of your semen.
Yeah, and it's like that. Yeah, like when you know the saying like shooting blanks. Yeah, it's like literally there's semen, but like there's no like it's not. Yeah, you can't viable. Use it. Yeah, it's not viable. And usually infertility is placed on the woman, like the burden of that, but you never know, it might be the male. Yeah, anyways, just advocate for yourself, and that was just a little like thing that we wanted to touch on and talk about, because health is wealth, we all know that. So we came across this video on TikTok, obviously. It was basically a video of Charli D'Amelio explaining how social media, her success in social media really affected her mental health. And when she was at her highest point on TikTok, she has like over 100 million followers, and she was like 16 at the time or 17 at the time. That's very young. Yeah. And how it was her lowest moment mentally. So we'll play the clip, I guess. Right? Yeah. Why not? Do you want it? Yeah. It was also on the Jay Shetty podcast, so.
Right when I hit 100 million, I think I was at the lowest mental state possible, and I looked so happy online, and it got to the point where I was like, I am not doing this anymore. Like, I physically cannot do this. Like, it got really dark to where I was like, I don't even want to be here anymore.
And in the comments, even the top comments, people are like, she's getting a lot of backlash for it. Yeah. Like, her life is so hard. It's kind of sad that people will never take her seriously. She literally wanted 100 million, and then literally a millionaire, and then can I have her millions of dollars? Oh, it's so hard. Like, they're just mocking her.
And the thing is, it's like especially like when a video like this starts to spread, and there's so many things going on in the world, it's literally like, oh, please just actually shut your trap. Like, actually nobody cares. And the thing is too, it's like, obviously it's so insensitive. Like, I'm sure maybe she really was depressed. Okay, like, when that's sad, but it's just the reality of like nobody's gonna relate to you. Sorry, we just don't get what you're coming from. It's not relatable. Like, when you have all the opportunity, all the chances,
living in the best area, the best house,
like you have everything that people, you know what I mean? Like, not even just like the extreme stuff of having followers and like having money come to you so easily, but it's just like
resources.
You have every
resources for therapy, for medical care, for like mental health care. Like, you do have that type of resources. So it's just like it's good to talk about it too. Like, I don't wanna bring her down or like
dismiss.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss her feelings, because you know what she was feeling like. What if she did commit suicide? She said she was in a really dark place. Yeah. You know? So it's like
no, of course. And then we'd all be like,
yeah,
well, you never know. Of course,
maybe she
really is.
But that's what you do on the JJ.
I guess she's talking about her life,
it's
right?
her
like, I guess
reality
so. I guess.
in the same way like Paris Hilton talked about her reality on there.
No, but Paris Hilton's was actually crazy though.
Yeah,
that was actually like that shocked me. I didn't expect that, and the fact that like Paris Hilton, I feel like is not stupid. I feel like she's actually very aware of everything, and like you know what I mean. But like
Charlie
D'Amelio, because she's so young.
She's so young.
I don't know. Of course, like I hope she, I don't know. It's her being like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's just people are gonna roll their eyes at you.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Get
I guess
up and go
that's
dance.
just the reality of it.
Literally,
get up and go
dance.
dance.
Please.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
She made. It's not like her videos were taxing. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, like she literally did like trending dance. She didn't even make the dances. Like you didn't even make the dance. Like she just danced. She just learned the dance. People were mad at her and like, what's the other girl's name?
Dixie?
No, the other one, also Addison Rae.
Addison Rae.
Like they just copied dances and got more famous than the actual choreographer people who made the dance.
I do get how comments can get to your head and like all those things too that comes with having so much social influence and stuff.
Of course.
And especially at her age too, like you are influencing an entire new generation.
Imagine you're still in high school and you are like climbing to 100 million. Like she was probably in class with like 50 million, 70 million followers.
That's crazy.
How do your teachers tell you to go do your homework when? Sorry, Miss. Can you give
$50,000 to go
what?
There was like a viral response to her saying she's unrelatable and we made the wrong people successful. Like McMichael, like I love her.
Yeah.
And I think she still does a really good job at maintaining that relatability and realness.
Yeah.
By like she's celebrity status.
She literally
now,
is.
But she still can relate to the average girl because of we've seen her upbringing. We've seen her move out of her mom's 2-bedroom apartment where she had the AC that's installed and she wasn't always privileged. So she earned her success and she still kind of shows respect to how she grew up and stuff. I don't think she's like
the thing
I
is
hope
about
she doesn't
Monet
let it get
too.
to her head cause
I like Monet because of how she's so like how she has like a relationship with her mom. She can tell she's a family oriented person. You can tell she has like genuine friends.
Yeah.
There's something about Charlie that just gives
she's fighting with her family. Her family even they have a reality show.
Even like
drama.
her parents are weird. Like even her parents got caught up into it. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like she just gives like they give like this thing that's like especially for someone like me like who's I just relate way more to Monet because she's like her mom is not from here, like you know what I mean, like and she comes from like
she's not white.
She's just not white. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Just like this, like when it comes to like influencers and who I'm gonna tap into like on my personal time, I
relate to them.
I'm not gonna tap into someone like her because
we literally don't.
I don't relate to her. No, it's just like there are some. No, the thing is like it's not all
white. It's not.
No, my favorite podcasters are white. I love them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like some of them are really cool, but they just have to be cool. That's just it. It's the ones who are like so far removed.
Have a little bit of like edge to you.
To be grounded.
You know who I like? Tana Mongeau and Trisha Paytas.
What it is because they were poor.
They were poor and they were like they live a real life. Like
when you're poor, it builds character.
It really
Being
does.
Poor, you get to become thrifty. You are funnier. You've dealt with things before in your life.
Yeah.
I don't know if Charlie was ever poor. I don't know anything about that girl actually. To be honest, I don't want to say anything, but like. When you struggle breeds personality. That's it's just the truth.
So true. I think it's the rags to riches story that also makes
when you go rags
so
to riches, it's like you're
interesting.
rich, you have a personality, you're a good person, like all
and
the things.
It's
like,
inspiring.
And it's inspiring.
That's like the hugest thing for me. Like I love McMichael because she really came from nothing and she's like with like the A-list celebrities now.
But people try to bring her down too. They're like, oh, you're not relatable anymore. But it's like, come on.
Bro, like
she has money now.
Like how
do you want her to stay down forever?
To stay the same when you're making when you went from making nothing to $4 million a year, like or even more now, like it's probably way more now. Like
she was never. Yeah, I don't know.
You're in a different tax bracket, and she's also growing up. Like she's not 22 no more. She's 23 or like 24.
Shut up.
You know,
she's not 22. She's 23.
She's 23. Like what I'm trying to say is she's gonna grow up in front of our eyes, and you can't expect her to stay the same 22-year-old that you like first seen. Like
of course. No, it's just I think that one is hater talk.
It really
That's
is.
Just
You're just hating on
her
success at that point. Because what is there really to hate? Like she just exudes positive energy.
She does, and she seems like such a friend. Like there's like something so friendly about her. I really like her. And you know someone else who's really fun. I don't know if you've been seeing those like clips of North like humbling Kim. I love it. She's such a normal kid. Yeah. I love North. Yeah. Did you see the one where she told her mom shh and she farted? Did you see that?
Yeah, of course I see it.
Because, like, are you really just 9? Because she's just 9. Like, how old is she?
Yeah.
Like 9?
She's 9, 10.
Yeah, like, she's such a kid and she's so
really
normal.
Said, God sent you north
to teach you
something,
right?
A lesson.
Yeah.
And it's really just Kanye reincarnated as.
What it is, somebody on Twitter was like...
she got rid of Kanye just for him to reincarnate as North.
Like, because not only do they look exactly alike, like, that side profile.
You know it's like the first child thing? That they look more like the dad. I don't know why the woman, the female kids. I don't know why they. Selena looks just like my dad. Like she's just light skinned. Yeah. Like exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I noticed that with a lot of like firstborns.
I noticed that too. A lot of daughters look like their dads.
But, a lot. What were we talking about? Yeah, but North looks just like Kanye.
Looks like Kanye.
Acts like Kanye.
She has like a really like out. Do you see her eating the onion?
Personality. Like, what was that? No, I said put it down.
That's disgusting.
No. Should we get into it?
Yeah. Am I the asshole for getting mad my artist hid their initial in my tattoo?
Wait.
No, because this one actually, like, it actually threw me over.
Wait.
Because, excuse me?
What? When you said tattoo, because I thought it was like in the artwork.
No, tattoo.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, listen.
No.
Okay, this is a short one. Names changed for privacy. I went to a tattoo shop in my area with a photo of the tattoo I wanted. It was when my dad had gotten to honor my past grandfather, whose father also had it. But the point is, it was important to me that the tattoo looked exactly as it did in the photo. I get to the shop, I explain everything, I pay, get the tattoo, and we're done. I think it looks awesome, everything is great. Until a few weeks later when I show my...
I can't.
Until a few weeks later when I show my great-grandmother the tattoo. She's ecstatic, grabs my arm to look at it and compliment it, and then asks, "Who's AJ?" I ask her what she means, and she points out on the tattoo where the initials A and J, or maybe T, were hidden into the tattoo. I'm instantly pissed, as my artist's name is Alice Trevor. She tries to assure me it's no big deal if I hadn't noticed it until now, but I still reached out to the artist, sort of irritated. They told me the style of art I got is called traditional, and it's pretty trad for all artists who do that style to do it. I demanded a partial refund, and they refused. So I complained to the owner, who made the artist give me a full refund. Now the artist is running a full smear campaign, talking about moving shops and all kind of crap. My sister says I'm an asshole for pushing the issue, but I feel like at the end of the day, I told you exactly what I wanted, and you didn't do it. Am I the asshole?
No!
Are you kidding me?
Into my body, into my
skin without
my permission?
Actual, literal mind. Have you literally lost it?
Like, usually tattoo artists, they make you sign a waiver. That should be in the thing, the writing. I need to see what I'm signing.
Did you put your fucking name on me? I would even say that's almost witchcraft. How the fuck
dare you?
The
removal.
No, literally. Like, but to even the removal, it's like crazy. I have to burn my skin off because of you?
Nah, that's
Are
crazy.
You kidding me?
That tattoo artist needs to be fired, and like
her license.
Their license should be on the tattoo artist.
She's
about the client.
No, that's insane. That is so, especially the fact that it was like a sentimental tattoo that is like it has to be exactly the same, and you put it in, like you took it onto yourself to put your fucking initial and it's not a piece of paper artwork that you hang on the wall. This is my body.
So like, in the thing, the tattoo artist tried to argue, saying that it's something that they do. Like
she's like this kind of style,
intricate design.
Yeah, so it's like they need to know.
Is that like, I don't know if that is something that they do, but that's
all
still
the comments.
They should give you the option of, can I do it or not? It's my body. Like, what do you mean?
All the comments is like full of tattoo artists that are like, this is so beyond insane.
Yeah.
Like this person is a crazy person. Like
there's
no way.
Nuts.
No, this should never ever happen. Like, and if they want to, they need to ask. Because maybe there's some people who are so tatted, like head to toe, like no space for anything else. They wouldn't mind. They wouldn't mind, sure. Yeah. Like you can ask somebody like that. But imagine you go to like someone who doesn't have any tattoos, they get one sentimental tattoo for like their grandfather, and you sneak in your name?
No, it's the grandma saying, "Who's AT?" Or like, "Who's
that?"
AJ?
Yeah.
Like, what?
What?
Like,
what the fuck? That is a nightmare, and I would warn everybody: do not go to this Alice person.
There. Bad reviews.
Oh my god!
All over social media. Like, make a TikTok about this, please.
Yeah,
like,
this is crazy.
Warn people: do not go to this crazy tattoo artist. Well, now I know if I ever get an intricate tattoo, like,
you better
no
say
initials.
Yeah,
no initials in this one. Am I the asshole for warning my friend about my ex, who she is now engaged to, and telling her to stop complaining about the things I warned her about?
Wait, did you say her ex that she's now engaged to?
No, so her friend's engaged to her ex.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I, 25 female, met Dave, 26 male, in college. We dated, everything was great, we got engaged, and moved in together. Within 10 months, I realized he had a serious issue with masturbation, laziness, and some other stuff. Sue, 25 female, has been my friend for years and was supposed to be my maid of honor. She was upset about the breakup, but one day called and said Dave asked her out. This was a few months after the breakup. I'm not a gatekeeper, I just said, Sue, he's not a good guy. You're like a sister to me, and I wouldn't want my sister involved in the same situation I just got out of.
Gatekeeper is crazy though, because it's not like my favorite coffee shop.
Yeah.
It's my ex-fiance.
Yeah.
What?
I added some situations. I said, hey, I'm not perfect either, but the relationship was far from balanced and was so toxic. The ring or apartment didn't help. She's a grown-ass woman, and I told her to do what she wanted, but seriously. She said she understood. Next week, they started dating. I just removed myself. I had blocked my ex and saw he sent me a message on socials, but blocked and deleted all of it. A year and a half later, side note, I caught my ex trying to mess with my birth control once, which made my sex drive / trust just fall and was a big domino in our breakup.
Oh, wow.
He wants kids, yet can't bring himself to shower more than once in 3 days. She called me crying. They are now engaged with the ring I gave back to him.
What? Does this girl not care about energy at all? Like,
I don't think
she
told him. She told her friend that.
Told her friend what?
Because she said she removed herself, so I don't think she told her friend that that was the ring that I
She
gave
had
back.
to have seen it. That was going to be her maid of honor. She had to have seen it.
I don't know, maybe she didn't take it in.
No. This friend doesn't care.
Yeah, her friend just... Yeah. And she is pregnant.
Oh, so it worked this time. Okay.
She's at the end of her line. He doesn't help with the house and pays little on bills.
Nice.
He told her, in brackets, his pregnant GF, to go donate blood if she was so worried about money.
Oh, good advice.
I let her cry for an hour. How he's lazy and refuses to work, his negative attitude, and how he's sexting bots online, and how it isn't cheating since it's AI. How lazy and shitty he is. She even retold stories that I told her of what he did to me. I felt numb to listen to it and just thank God it wasn't me. This was what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
This is why I left him. At the end, I just mustered, Sue, I told you this would happen when you started dating. Not like a sneery jab, just an emotional, honest one. She hung up. She hasn't tried to contact me since. Am I the asshole for trying to tell my BFF how my ex was when they started dating and being unsympathetic now that the same things I told her are coming true?
Nope. Cut both them off.
And I told you so, like
times 1,000. Who, first of all, this is your best friend. Who goes at... Do you not have a brain of your own?
Problem on top of problem on top of problem. Like, it's all your fault. Like,
no, it's literally all your fault. And what do you mean? Oh, he called me and asked me out. Say no. What do you mean? So you have to go?
I just told you why I didn't like him.
You
I
saw
me.
I cried to you. Like I'm sure she was the one who probably was listening to all of this.
Yeah.
You know, if that's gonna be your maid of honor, that's your best friend.
That's crazy, because at that point, I would have just cut off communication
100%.
completely. Because I'm
100%.
like, hey, you're a dumb bitch, and I already told you I don't like him, and what he did to me, and how I struggled through that relationship. Like, you know that tweet, I don't fuck with all girls. Like, no,
I do not fuck with all girls. Some of you bitches are fucking dumb.
Some of you are dumb bitches.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what do you want me to do?
And especially the kind of stuff that she is complaining about. If she had already heard this, like, chronic masturbator, a cheater, someone who tried to mess with somebody, like trap you and mess with your birth control and get you pregnant.
My God.
And then you're gonna say, but he did ask me out, so I'm gonna just see are you insane? There's only so much empathy and like chances that you can give people, and then the fact that you're just wearing, I refuse to believe that she didn't know about the ring. She has to know about the ring.
So?
You're 100%. No, can you imagine your best friend, like, no, you saw the ring. You know, you guys looked at the ring, you analyzed the ring, you know the ring, and now you're wearing the ring. There's so much bad juju in that. there's already bad juju going after your best friend's ex-fiance. But then to put on the ring and then you're crying because you are living
some
her.
friend groups though, that's okay. I swear, like dating other people's exes, like it can actually work in some friend. Not mine, not yours, but in some. Maybe if he was a good guy.
That's the thing. Like if you had something to want out of it,
nothing.
It's nothing.
Why didn't she want him? Like you just think like, do you think she was really just talking a bunch of shit to you? And that's the like you think. And it's like for you to not believe that, like you must have thought that she was lying to you about this.
Oh, that's
the reason why she called off the engagement. Where you have to go see for yourself and learn your lesson the same way that she did.
And now you're gonna lose your fiance and your friend because I would not fuck with you after that because you're stupid. And then like literally,
you can learn through lived experience, or you can learn through like talking with your friends,
just listening
to other people's experience. You can learn through that too. Yeah. So you don't have to go through it. Like, why didn't you just learn through your friends? Okay, so what if she doesn't answer your calls? Clearly, she wasn't a good friend to begin with. Yeah, and then second, she's done. Like, she's gonna keep annoying you with the same problems. Like, bro, I moved on with my life. Like, I don't care about this guy. I don't care about your relationship.
I would even think it's because clearly there's nothing to want from the man, and I would go as far as to say like she was maybe just wanted what she had, what her friend had.
Why was I like thinking
literally
that as you were saying that? I'm like, yeah, that's probably what she's gonna
say. Because it's not
I'm like, that's true. That's another thing.
It's not that she wanted like because okay, maybe it could make sense if your man was like that, it's like they just want what you have. It has nothing to do with what it is. It could be an ugly bag. It could be an ugly pair of shoes, but she has it, so I want it. Jealousy almost. And it's like her friend was probably a little bit jealous of her. Maybe she didn't have a boyfriend. Maybe because you're right. What if he was like super successful and then they broke up for other reasons? And maybe he cheated on her or something. It's like,
he's a shitty ass guy.
He's shitty. He doesn't work. He doesn't make money. He doesn't do anything. He's not nice. There's manipulator. Like all these things.
Maybe cut her off after that. After him.
After you, really.
He was hers.
You know? Yeah. Because he was hers. Exactly. Yeah. So. I think you're not the asshole. I think you should cut them both out of your life and start fresh. And
you're actually a good friend.
You are.
For even like entertaining her, letting her cry for an hour. She's like, I let her cry for an hour and then I just told her like,
well, it's just even crazy for her to even cry to her. Like, don't you feel crazy crying to her about her ex-fiance?
The
like,
self-awareness.
It's just not there.
It's gone.
I seen a TikTok. It was so funny. It's like there's an illiteracy problem. Did you see this?
No.
It was like there's an illiteracy problem, and I thought she was gonna start talking about like how children
can't read.
No, it's that the fact people cannot read the room. And it's like, if you can't read the room, I can't do all the work. And that is so true.
TikTok is hilarious.
I cannot be responsible to teach you how to
catch the vibe.
Yeah,
in the world, like,
please.
I can't teach you morals. I can't teach you right and wrong.
No.
That everyone should have.
At what age?
You think everyone should
and
have
at what age do we start saying, like, you need to figure it out by yourself? And what it is like, I feel like a lot of women stay in these, like, fucked up friendships because it's I don't know what's harder, finding a good friend or finding a good man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're both hard to come by, I think.
Yeah.
Like, especially as we get older.
But I think
friends is hard, finding men is hard.
I think more people maybe value finding a good man.
Yeah.
You spend a lot more time with your husband or your wife than your friends. Yeah. And as you get older, like, you know, that's what really matters, your husband, family, and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think more people will place value on that rather than a good friend.
And maybe that's why they're both hard to find, but maybe that's why her friend went and took her, or was like ready to pick up the scraps because she's like, well, I can't find any other man. Am I the asshole for telling my wife the lock on my daughter's door does not get removed till my brother-in-law and his daughters are out of the house? My brother-in-law, Sammy, lost his home shortly after his divorce 10 months ago. He moved in with us and brought his twin daughters, Olivia and Sloane, 18, with him a couple months ago. His sister, my wife, and I have one daughter, Zoe, who's 16, and she and her cousins aren't that close, but they get along fine. Olivia and Sloane have no respect for Zoe's privacy. They used to walk into her room and take everything they can get their hands on. Makeup, phone accessories, clothes, school laptop, etc. Zoe,
oh, hell no.
Yeah.
At that age?
That's war. That's war shit, yeah. Zoe complained a lot, and I've already asked the girls to respect Zoe's privacy and stop taking things. My wife and Sammy saw no issue with this. After all, they're girls, and this is typical teenage girl behavior. I completely disagreed. Last straw was when Zoe bought a $60 MAC makeup kit that looks like a paint set that she saved up for over a month, and one of the girls, Sloane, took it without permission and ruined it by mixing shades together while using it.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know much about makeup, but that's what Zoe said when she found the kit on her bed and she was crying. I told my wife and she said she'd ask Sloan to apologize, but I got Zoe a lock after I found out she was moving valuable belongings out of the house because of this incident. Sammy and his daughter saw the lock and weren't happy. The girls were extremely upset. Sammy asked about it and I straight up told him. He said, "My daughters aren't thieves. It's normal that girls of the same age borrow each other's stuff." He said Zoe could easily get another makeup kit for $15 from Walmart and she shouldn't even be buying expensive adult makeup in the first place, and suggested my wife take care of this defect in Zoe's personality, trying to appear older than she is. He accused me of being overprotective and babying Zoe with this level of enablement. I told him that's between me and my wife, but she's shamed me for putting a lock on Zoe's door for her cousins to see and preventing them from, quote, spending time with her, saying I was supposed to treat them like daughters, and then demanded I removed it, but I said this lock does not get removed till her brother and his daughters are out of the house.
Yep.
She got mad. I was implying we kick them out and said that her family will hate me for this. So I reminded her that I let Sammy and his family move in, which is something that her own family refused to do. So she should start with blaming them for not even taking their own son and nieces / granddaughters in. If it wasn't for her family's unwillingness to help, we wouldn't even be dealing with this much disturbance at home.
Wow.
Everyone's been giving me and Zoe the silent treatment, and my wife is very much upset over this. Am I the asshole?
Giving me the silent treatment in my house?
Are you crazy?
It's actually crazy.
But because the wife is also giving him the silent treatment, it's like, okay, I guess you're allowed, but like...
It's a fucking lock.
It's a fucking lock because she's
an
only
only
child.
Respect boundaries. So how old are the kids, period? Like
the older...
15?
No. The daughters that moved in are twins, 18.
Okay.
And then the girl is 16, so she's 2 years younger than them.
W dad, like... We love
Stand up for your daughter.
Yeah.
And because if he wasn't standing up for her, nobody would be on her side. She'd be completely alone in this, and she'd be so upset. The fact that the mom is using that's the thing. Like when you start using this whole like, oh, but we're family. You're supposed to let her use it. Whatever. No, this is not yours. Like stop.
And I did let you use it, or like she took the without.
It's like
permission.
It's the no asking. There's no permission, and you ruined it.
And then you ruined it. So I already seen what can happen.
Yeah.
And that's it.
No,
like, I'm not gonna let you borrow
my things or do anything. And the fact that she saved money.
Yeah.
And bought this on her own.
And then the uncle trying to be like she's growing up. Okay, that's creepy. First of all, like
she shouldn't even be using adult.
Yeah,
makeup.
like
adult makeup. That is the dumbest shit.
At 15, that's what the young girls are doing. That's what you start experimenting with makeup in high school. That's
even
what
before
happens.
that. Especially in this generation. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is the difference between adult makeup and cheap makeup is kid makeup and makeup is makeup. Don't be a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
And don't talk about shit you don't know what you're talking about, first of all, because that's what it sounds like.
Try to make excuses.
Like, no, your daughter did something wrong. You should definitely have them apologize and pay for it back or buy her a new one.
Yeah.
Like, that's so rude. And the fact that, like...
Buy her a new one, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
your daughter's ruined that.
Literally, 16 and 18 doesn't seem like a big deal, like an age difference, but at that age, it is a huge difference. It really is, because it's just, you feel that age difference, like, because they're so young.
You can tell how the twins were raised because when you're in someone's home for doesn't matter, short period of time, whatever, you're in their home, you have to be respectful.
Yeah.
Like the way things worked before you came, like I would think you would try your best to be on your best behavior while you're there.
And then also, like you just mentioned that they're twins. I forgot. Maybe that's how they act with each other. Y'all are twins. Y'all are the same person. I don't know how fucking twins work. This is an only child. She's not used to this, so it's like. There needs to be some kind of compromise. W dad. Okay, are we Gen Z or what?
W dad.
W dad, L uncle, and L twins.
Am I the asshole for telling my niece she'll have to move out if she's not my nanny anymore?
What?
Yeah. I'm a single mom to 2 kids, 8 and 6. I work as a nurse. 3 days a week, I work 12-hour shifts, 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. After my husband passed, I needed a nanny to tend to my kids from the time they got off school, 3 p.m. onwards. I decided a live-in was the best choice. I have 1 guest bedroom. I live right near a university. Around this time, my niece had just gotten accepted. She wanted to save costs on dorms, and I offered to watch my kids those 3 days if she could live there rent-free. I agreed and said I'd also pay her $22 an hour, a competitive rate for our area. She's done with her classes by 1, so it works out right within her schedule. She fixes them dinner and puts them to bed. Then she's free to do whatever. But of course I pay her from 3 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. It worked for 2 years. My niece never had any complaints. Now, however, my niece is getting a paid internship related to her major that starts in January. She wouldn't be available to watch my kids. I congratulated her and said I could help her look into student housing or an apartment. We'd have 3 months to do this. She was confused. I said since I would need a live-in and only have one guest room, she would have to move out. My niece got upset and said that isn't fair. She won't be able to save any money if she gets a dorm or an apartment. She could afford to live on her own but wouldn't have much savings. I pointed out that this would work best for me as I had to put my kids in aftercare the other 2 days I work. I get off around 5 and the nanny could just pick them up from school versus them having to stay there so long. My niece argued that the nanny could leave at the end of her shift, but after speaking to some nannies, they understandably don't want to drive home so late. Plus, I'm fine with the nanny and my niece sleeping after the kids do. So there's no sense in them sleeping than waking up and driving so drowsy. My sister-in-law, her mom, feels this is unfair to my niece, but she moved in under the condition that she'd work as a nanny. My sister-in-law and brother live 3 hours away, so niece couldn't commute if she moved back in with them. They feel I should try to find a nanny who'd be willing to drive home at 12:30 a.m. All nannies I've spoke to have said no or expressed concern about their safety driving so late. Am I the asshole?
I personally think she's the asshole.
Really?
For 3 days, you're gonna kick her out when she had... yeah, this is kind of like, people drive home late all the time. You can definitely find a nanny who's gonna do it. 12 is not that late. Like, it's finding...
yeah, they said no, so like, what are you gonna do at that point?
So there's
the nanny
none,
said no.
I mean, like, the ones she
reached out to.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
I would, like, if I was the niece, I would reach out I would help her. I'd be like, let me find you one because...
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think they both can help each other. Like, if there is
like, to
no
keep
nanny,
her out, just, like, I feel like that's so cold. Like, oh, you got a new thing? Well, I'll help you move out then because she only works 3 days a week. She's not working every single day.
I know,
she's there for 4 other days.
The niece is only there. She only allowed her because she was watching the kids.
And
now
she
the
was
niece is
paying
gonna
her.
live there, and the nanny is gonna be there a lot of the time too. So it's like the niece could find cheaper housing.
She can definitely
can
find
live in a room with other students. Like,
yeah.
she doesn't have to like
have completely free.
Yeah, you're a student.
Yeah.
Like, struggle a little bit. It's okay to struggle and like find
Yeah.
a cheap room. She's been spoiled these past.
Coddled a little bit.
Yeah,
She
coddled
got, like,
a little bit.
great
She got a great deal,
situation,
like
yeah.
saving money, watching kids right near the university. But it's okay to struggle. Like, it's okay to...
I mean, she can definitely find some roommate situation, but I do think the aunt is kind of like... I thought when she said she worked, like, the nursing, like, her schedule is 3 days a week, and it's, like, 12 to 12. Like, she still has so many days where that house is going to be empty. Majority of the days where that room is going to be empty. It's like, congrats, okay, now get out. I don't know. I think it's kind of asshole-y. I feel like there's a middle ground here that could be reached. She can help her find a younger person who does not mind driving at 12 a.m. because people do it all the time. Like, I worked in a hospital, like, people drive home. Yeah, it's work at the end of the day. Like, no, you can't stay. I mean, I get it. But it's like, live-in nanny to me, I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, like, live-in nanny to me is they live there 24/7, so they need that room Monday to Monday. Like, that is that's where they sleep. But for only 3 days, and you're going to kick me out, now I have to go pay a lot of, like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's still her aunt. Like, it's still her family. Like, if I was the aunt, I would still try to help her somehow. You know what I mean? I don't know. But at the end of the day, like, I guess she has to put her kids first. Like, I feel like there's more of a compromise. Okay, what's the edit?
Edit. To answer from frequently asked questions, the internship is all semester long. My niece isn't interested in nannying at all going forward and will instead be pursuing internships. She has no desire to work after her internship is over for the day. She knew from the jump that I was only looking for a live-in specifically for childcare. I have also provided her a written notice, and I'm covering my ass legally. We also have to respect that it's her house. If you don't want your niece living there,
100%.
that's your prerogative. It's
for
your
sure,
house.
For sure.
So what if she doesn't want her niece living there? If
she
it's not
only wanted her living there
for childcare, and that's fair.
So
That's
it
so
had
fair.
nothing to do with helping her.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was
helping.
helping
her. It was a
mutual thing. Now it's no longer mutual. So she's like, well, now I need somebody else to live here, kind of thing.
You both got what you needed from the agreement, and now it's time to move on. Like, go find another roommate. Like, I think
the girl can definitely find a roommate. No big deal. I'm just saying, like, I know the aunt is not wrong. Do I think she's an asshole though?
In this situation, she is.
I do. I think like
there's for your kids and you first.
But even I still think her kids will be fine. I think that she can find a nanny who is willing to do, like, you know what I mean, stay and not sleep just for like the
12 p.m. to 12 a.m.
It's not even. It's just for a little bit, and then she's gonna, like, at 12 o'clock, she'll come and then they'll go home. Like, you can't stay up until 12.
But also nannies? The niece is not looking to do childcare at all.
And
she's
that's
just trying to do her internship, then come stay there and go back to internship.
I just still think that's fine. I still think that's okay because, again, it's
family.
I'm just thinking because it's family. Like, it's like, I would, you know what I mean? Like, you can help her for a little bit longer. I don't know where they live, but it's... Already. No, I get it. Like, she's technically not wrong. I just think that she is the asshole. I just think, like, but maybe she doesn't care about the niece. Like, maybe she's like, I don't care, go. You know
it's not even about caring, though. It's like, I don't know. It's like letting someone live with... Living is a lot. Like, to live with someone is a lot, you know? Yeah. And, like, it's like, I only let you live here because you were helping me with my kids. Yeah. And that was the exchange. Yeah. I don't want you living here no more. I don't know, like, I'm very much someone who loves my space, and, like, I don't want to always have to accommodate someone for years. Part of life, too, like, that roommate experience might change your life. You never know. So I think the aunt did her thing, and, like, I would probably do the same in her shoes, too. Like, I understand where you're coming from, where it's, like, she's young, like, if you can help, why not help? Yeah. But I think she did help because of that childcare reason. So now, because there is no childcare reason, she only wants to do her internship and live there rent-free. It's kind of like, bro, like, come on. Like, her mom, like, the sister-in-law even, like, is mad at her now.
No, I get it. And I get why she's mad. It's like, damn, you're not going to help her. Like, we live so far away. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just thinking if it was my family and how it would work, I feel like, it's like I just don't know. And then even just like the fact that it's not even that crazy of a situation, you can't find anyone who's willing to stay up until midnight to drive home. Is it that crazy?
She said she hasn't. She said all the nannies. Because the thing with nannies is like
12 is not that late. It's not like it's 3 a.m.
A lot of the time they are older, so it's like maybe they don't want to.
If they're older, sure, I guess. I don't know. But I'm sure there's tons of students who would be willing to do it. Yeah. If they live in a college town, I'm sure they can find someone who would do it for that competitive rate and not have to live there. You know what I mean? I think she just doesn't want her to live there. I think she just doesn't want her to live there. And I think that's fair. I think that's just what it is. Yeah.
Now we're going to read the comments. She got voted not the asshole. Not the asshole. You need to get a lawyer to draft an official move-out document with a 30-day date. Her parents are going to tell her just stay and call your bluff because family, in brackets. Don't let her screw you and your kids over. Comment back. We have a lease agreement which ends every 6 months for this reason. I knew there was a chance she may change her mind about living here, so legally I'm protected and can choose to simply not renew the lease. Everything in the comments are about legal issues, but I wanted to say, like, if someone doesn't want you to live there, you can't, like, especially if it's family, how are you going to argue back, say, no, I have to live here? Like, just go. Just leave.
No. Like once you bring legal shit into it, it's like, okay, now it's
like, she's not going to fight for her rights. I mean, she really might, but
then it's like, okay, then you have to be the asshole and be like, get out. She should give you a reasonable amount of time to find new housing. Yeah. But, like, she'd be like, legally, 30 days. Yeah. For sure.
Look at this comment. Oh, boo fucking who. Being an adult is weighing the pros and cons of every decision and making the best one. Better she learns this now than later. Your sister needs to let her grow up. Exactly. That's what I feel, too.
No, I get it.
Perfect age to, like, go find other housing. Yeah. You've been coddled. Maybe I'm just used to, like, you know, getting it out the mud, but, like... Yeah. Do it. Like, you gotta do it.
And it's like, first saying, like, oh, I don't have enough savings. I won't have savings. Like,
it's like you will have enough money to survive. Live paycheck to paycheck until you can make more. Literally 80% of the people are doing that. Yeah. Like, so, you know, it's like, but I won't have savings somewhere. Okay.
Then don't have savings.
Like, I don't know. What the hell? You're a student. You're not supposed to have a lot of money. Like, that's all. That's all today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to rate on Spotify, like on YouTube, subscribe, follow, and we hope you guys enjoyed this. And follow us. Yeah, follow us to the commentary. Yep. And engage with us. We love to see your guys' engagement. So
absolutely.
And we will see you guys